Sadly, some Muslim sisters do not know that hijab is obligatory in Islam. Maybe they haven't been told of the truth yet. What is the truth? Well, here it is. Hijab is fard, mandatory. If a sister denies that Islam requires all girls who have reached the age of puberty to cover herself fully, except for the face and hands, and some scholars say feet, then it is obvious, she has not learnt enough yet. Hijab is a clear command from Allah, SWT. Just like fasting, praying salah, not drinking alcohol, not eating pork and not gambling, wearing hijab is also a commandment from the Lord of the worlds. It is not something light. It is not a sunnah. It is not optional. How to cover properly is commanded in both the Quran and a hadith. All scholars of the four Sunni schools of thought, even the Shia sect, have no doubt, all agreed that the covering of the hair, neck, ears, arms and legs for Muslim sisters is mandatory. In fact, everything for a Muslim lady is her private parts, aura, except for the face and the hands. A few scholars still argue about the showing of the feet and the face. But that's another story, yeah? Anyways. This is of course different in many Western societies these days where the private parts of a woman is only her BR word. I'm too shy to say that body part's name. You know, that chest area, and the front and the back, rude parts. I'm sorry for using such frank language. I need to be as specific as I can. Thus, as you can see, the private parts of the Muslim lady and the non-Muslim lady differ greatly. So, the Muslim lady should be careful not to follow the non-Muslim lady's standards of modesty. Did you know? Many scholars even believe that it is considered a major sin if a sister doesn't cover her aura properly. Not many people know that fact. Subhanallah. These days, many Muslim sisters not only fail to cover their hair, but the other required body parts as well. Okay, so, if we were to just talk about not covering the hair, there are some sisters who believe that it is alright to show their hair as they don't want to stick out in the non-Islamic country that they are living in. Meanwhile, some sisters think to cover their hair is old-fashioned. Subhanallah. Maybe a sister doesn't want to cover her hair because she thinks it's hypocritical if she does it as she is not praying regularly yet. Well, we've heard quite a few, but there are many other reasons too as to why a sister is not scarfed. It may not be obvious to these sisters. But the shayateen, plural of shaitan, are winning their hearts. These shayateen are cunning. They have managed to trick hundreds and thousands of sisters into making the wrong decision of not covering themselves well each day. Subhanallah. Okay. So, basically, to summarize, we should all know this: to be safe, everything should be covered except for the hands and face. Best to make the clothes baggy too, not tight. And the hijab on the head should ideally be covering the chest area. That is the ideal, proper dress code. However, this ideal proper way of wearing hijab and loose clothes is not easy for many sisters. Some sisters struggle with even the basic of covering the essentials. So, let me get this straight. Is she committing sin? If a sister still chooses not to cover her hair, ears, neck, arms, legs, and she does not deny that it is haram, then yes, she is sinful. But she is still considered a Muslim. So don't start calling her a kafir or disbeliever, please. She is just a fasiq, a sinful Muslim. Be patient with her and keep on giving her advice and encouragement. Or at the very least, make dua to Allah, asking Allah to guide her or to make her cover her aura soon. Alrighty. Without further ado, we shall get on with the article, shall we? Bismillah.